What's going on, people? Bear with me a second. I'm just getting on a little early so I can make sure everything's working properly. Hope you guys are having a good evening. Oh, man. Let me get this shared out to a few places. Oh, man. Tonight we'll be chatting with Dennis Knight. Let's see. I'm not sure if Chris is going to be joining us. I believe Lori is. Bear with me a second. Oh, just want to make sure we get it shared out to a few places. Again, bear with me. Just want to make sure we get it shared out. Guys, make sure you do the same for us. Sorry, guys, I am tired. Hope everybody's having a good evening. If you are here, let me know if you can hear and see everything okay. Like I said, I'm jumping on a little earlier than everyone else, just to make sure that everything is working correctly. But yeah, hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Oh, I got to get everything ready. I've got to go to there's Mr. Chris. What's going on, bud?
What's up?
Not too much, not too much. Just trying to get a bunch of stuff done. Jumping on a little bit early so I can make sure everything's working good. And how's everything going in your neck of the woods?
Staying busy. That's about it. Never ends.
Yep, that's definitely true. You got to keep it going. Oh man, just getting it, sharing it out and stuff real quick. Looks like you're getting ready to launch your next one. Do you got a launch date for it yet?
No, I could literally launch it Friday if I wanted. It's ready. It's done.
Oh, okay.
The novel, the hardcover,
Yeah, yeah.
it's ready to go. Lacey's.
What's up, Ed? Lacey's what?
So Ed, she's putting the final touches on separating Andrea's pages into a file format.
Oh, okay.
And then, I mean, that's it. But everything else is built and done, and I already got the Kickstarter built. I mean, it's ready to go. It's just
Nice. Dude, okay, so the last two pay over times that I did on the last two Kickstarters,
mhm.
You get the first payment when the Kickstarter ends, and then they collect the second payment 30 days later, then they collect the third payment 30 days after that, but they don't send you the payment for the second payment till they send you the payment for the third payment. So they put them together. They've done that on the last two. I just saw on the Omnibus Kickstarter, they just sent me the second payment, and the third payment doesn't even come out till the 5th of May.
Which is next week.
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand it. What's up, Miss Lori?
Hi, everybody.
So, yeah, that was definitely weird. like, okay, are y'all not going to do it, or are you going to send it out early? I was just telling him, Lori. I was telling Chris, my third payment for the pay over times on the Omnibus isn't even supposed to come out until like May the 5th.
So
And
next week, yeah.
right, but they already sent me my payment for the second payment. I got it the other day. The other two Kickstarters, I didn't get the second payment till they sent me the third payment. They combined them.
What?
Yeah.
That's
So
weird.
Wasn't me.
I hope they haven't screwed some shit up and because the other two, you didn't get the second payment till you got the third.
That's weird. I did pay over time the first time on my last campaign, and I got 3
Right.
separate payments.
Oh, you got 3 separates? I only got 2.
Did you?
Yeah, because there was the initial funding where
Yep.
like most people, and then if you did pay over time, there was 2 other payments, and I just got my third one like yesterday. So,
Interesting. I just, like I said, the last 2 Kickstarters, they combined everybody's second payment and third payment, and I got them when they cut me the money for the third payment.
I wonder why.
This one, they split. Like, I got the
Yeah.
second payment the other day. I was like, y'all need to make your damn mind up. Oh man, that's like now I'm paranoid about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
which I mean, I think that's the way it should be. We should get the payments as they clear. Why they made,
Supposed to be 3. It's supposed to be 3.
when I first read it,
Yeah.
when we were first talking about it and I read their layout, that's what it said. And then when I got my second payment, did my first Kickstarter with them, they didn't give me my second payment. They and then I sent them an email and said, hey, where's the second payment? When they finally answered, they're like, oh yeah, well, we combine the second and third payment and then we send you that money all together.
They must have gotten in trouble for that because they're not supposed to. Because you know what that means? They're floating the money and they're making money on the interest,
Mhm.
like a bank.
Yep.
They're doing.
Yeah.
So
So maybe maybe some people called them out on it, I guess, maybe. But yeah, my first 2, that's what they did. Because it didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, why are y'all sitting on my money?
Yeah.
For a whole nother 40 days. What's up, V? What's up, everybody? Michael, Mark, Brad. Hello, hello. Let me send this link over to him.
That's odd.
Yeah, I thought it was really
I
strange.
could have misspoke. I just got an email that said my funds were coming, but now I'm looking and it says that the third charge isn't supposed to hit till May 6th, and that's next week. I did get some funds though.
Yeah, that's
Are they just holding them for like a week apart? That's so odd.
Yeah. Well, remember it takes 14 days.
Well, no, I got, hold on. I'm gonna go look at payouts.
Yeah,
and tax.
I had the second payment land earlier this week, and the third payment doesn't even come out until then. So I was like, y'all need to make your mind up, man. It's so crazy.
Oh, I see what happened.
What?
So campaign. Okay. So my first payment was the campaign, like the majority that came through.
Uh-huh.
I got the first pledge over time the same day.
Yep.
And then I got, because I had late pledges come in. So I had an additional payment, which I thought was like pay over time, but no. March 28th, I got the late pledges. And then April 28th was the second pledge over time.
So I wonder if that was
sense.
what happened. I wonder if they got in trouble with that. Because like I said, the first two Kickstarters I used it on,
Neat, isn't it?
I didn't get no second payment separate from the third. It was combined.
So
And it
March
was
21st.
60 days later, 70 days later. So anyway,
So it's
maybe they got in
a
trouble.
week. Okay,
Yeah.
so from the first campaign payment, it was 30 days plus an additional week.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, it's supposed to be the 6th.
Yeah, that's when the
And
third
that's not
payment
even a
comes
month.
out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it's weird. I don't know why they do that.
Well, I mean, my second payment came out on April the 6th. My third payment will come out May the 6th. So, but then you have that up to 14 days for everything to clear. So that's why you're not getting it till right before the other
Right.
one is going to come out, of course.
How
But I
long?
just thought it was weird. I wonder if that's what happened. I wonder if they got called out on it and they had to fix it. Because why are you sitting on people's second payment,
Well, it just, especially if they're taking the funds and they're not pushing it forward to us, then they're floating it. They're making money.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, they're
kinda-
already doing that with the regular payment, let's be honest, right?
Yeah, they definitely are. Well, let me grab Mr. Dennis here and bring him on, and we'll go ahead and just kind of start chit chatting. But
Hi.
what's up, Mr. Dennis?
How's it going?
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Not too bad, man. Can't complain. Keep it to myself because nobody listens, but doing all right,
mean, this
staying
is-
busy.
That is definitely kind of true these days. Like I keep all, I vent my stuff out and then just kind of roll on. So I got to give myself a minute to vent.
I hear you.
But welcome, man. Welcome. Glad to have
Thank
you
you
on.
for having me, man. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you guys. You guys are doing great.
Thank you.
Big fan.
We appreciate it. Yeah, we're trying our best to shine a little light on some of the indie stuff. We Chris and Laura and I, and we talked about it before, and we've been wanting to do this for a while, but it's so hard to try to find
For sure.
those days where we can try to stay consistent.
Yeah.
And it's
That's the
hard to
toughest
be
part.
consistent in what we do because everybody's traveling around and
Yeah, for
dropping
sure.
projects and stuff like that. But real quick, before we get into questions and stuff, Dennis, do me a favor.
Sure.
Tell everyone who you are, what aspect you play in this wonderful world of comics.
Sure. My name is Dennis Knight. I'm based in New York City. I'm a writer, editor, creative consultant. I've been in the business for about 12 years, I want to say. Got my start at Pronto Comics. My first book was called Cross. It's my own IP. I created it, paid somebody to draw everything for me. I've since moved on to doing more work for hire stuff. I've worked with Drum Productions, Plan 79 from Outer Space. I co-wrote 3 issues of that with Michael Dolce, great guy, love him to death. Now I'm working on a bunch of stuff. I want to get into it like later on in the show, but I'm working on a bunch of stuff, doing a lot of consulting, which is great. Editing, and it's cool because it's like editing, you're not writing it, so it's like you kind of like help somebody else improve their project.
Mhm.
So it kind of takes the pressure off you, which is great. So I've been doing that for a while, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here, man.
Nice, very good. Very glad to have you, man. Because I think I got to meet you in New York.
Yeah, New
didn't
York
I?
Comic Con. Yeah, definitely, you definitely came by. It was great to meet you in person.
Yeah, it was. They had you up. They had you upstairs, I think, weren't you? If I remember.
I was small press. I was in the small press section.
Right. So what'd you think about? Is that you being from New York? Then that's not your first time doing New York, then, right?
No, I've done New York Comic Con since 2012, but they took a break from COVID, and then actually, when they started again in 2019, I was back then for 2019 also.
Nice.
Yeah.
I tell Chris and Lori and them that's one hell of a show.
It's insane, man. Just like so many people, man. It's just like you don't if you don't pace yourself or you don't like make a plan, you can't see everything. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's massive.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so Miss Lori, we'll start with you. What questions you might have for Mr. Dennis this evening?
I haven't warmed up my brain yet.
Fair enough.
Just
Fair enough.
threw her right under the bus.
I know. I was like, I get to go first. I never go first. I was
Normally, I'm kind of
Your
jumping in there first.
All right.
So
Well,
I'm
let me
trying
ask
to
you this.
be-
Like, Dennis, I know you're working on one of those planet. What is
Planet
it?
79, yeah.
Yeah. What's it been like working on that? Because that's based off of like Ed.
Oh man, it
Like,
was so much fun. Okay, so funny story. Michael Dolce, he approached me with the project.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey man, you want to write about aliens?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I would love to." So then, like, he gave me like the rundown, like what he wanted to happen in the story. He gave me the outline. It kind of just like pieced everything together, and so I helped create some of the characters, which was great. I helped create the ship, like as far as the design and like the name of it and all that stuff. So it was a lot of fun. Michael Dolce, I would say, as a co-worker and a collaborator, he's amazing. Very patient. He's very open-minded. He loves trying out new things. He's always willing to hear an idea. He won't shoot it. He won't shoot it down right away, which is great. Because I had some ideas I wanted to try out, and he has some great stuff. And I don't want to give it away, but he came with a lot of cool surprises. I'm gonna say. So if you haven't checked it out, please do. It's issues 1 through 3, and yeah, it's at local comic book shops. I know Fourth Row Comics in Long Island has it. A couple of other stores have it, and also it's distributed by Philbo Distribution, Phil Russert. So if you're a comic book shop and you want to carry it, get in touch with him, and he can definitely set that up for you.
Did you watch Ed Wood movies to get into like?
I saw bits and pieces for research. I know he was like very kooky, very like old school, black and white, invaders from Mars, Little Green Men kind of scenario, which is great. I love that. So I took a lot of that from the movies and put that in the actual comic book.
Nice, very cool.
Did you put on a sweater?
I did not, but I thought about it.
It was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
He's like,
you got to remind me. Where do I know that name from? The
Ed-
Michael. No,
Michael
not
Wood, he's
Ed Wood.
known
I
for-
know who Ed Wood is.
Drum
The Michael.
Productions. He's creator of the Sire comic book series.
Okay.
Done a lot of stuff actually.
Okay. The name just kind of sounded familiar. Hey, sweetie.
Okay.
So what have you working on projects like that? Like what has been your favorite aspect of it? Has it been the editing stuff, or do you have
It's different.
you
Every
enjoy
project
the
is different. I mean,
What?
editing, it can
no
be
one likes
tiresome.
editing.
What?
It can be tiresome, but also it's just like it gives you an opportunity to help somebody out, because it's
Yeah.
like I see a lot of stuff and man, listen, they need an editor bad.
Yeah.
So it's like to have a fresh set of eyes on your project and something that can be like unbiased and objective and say, listen,
Yep.
okay, here's what you can do to make it better. And usually they listen. If they don't listen, then it's like it's out of your hands. But at least you can tell them, hey, listen, this is what I found. This is what you should change. But it's really up to the creator.
Yeah.
So it depends. So far, I've had like very, very pleasant experiences for the most part. Like I make suggestions. The writer, the creator, they take the suggestions and actually improves the project, which is better
Right.
for them. And then I get more work that way. So it works out for me too.
Nice, very cool. Chris, what you got? Put
First
you
time I
on.
got to meet you. So, hi, Dennis. Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Hey.
How many books do you currently have under? You say you've been in the industry a while and
Yeah.
you've created and written books. So, how many of you have under your belt that are your own IP?
Well, my own personal IP, there are two. There's Cross. That was my first book I ever wrote. It's published by Pronto Comics. My second book is a work in progress. It's called Chronicles, which I co-created with my partner Michael Butler, and that's a post-apocalyptic western.
Oh.
So hopefully, fingers
Hi, Dennis
crossed.
and I are
Actually,
friends.
Chris Mad. Shout out to Chris Mad. He's the interior artist on that. I've been working with him very closely. Like me and Chris Mad, we talk about at least once a week. He has ideas about pages and angles, which is great. I love working with Chris because he's very, very collaborative. And he's very open-minded, and he's like very detail-oriented, which I like. Like I remember our first phone call. We was on the phone for like an hour because we went through the script page by page. And
Yeah.
we're talking about like what angle, what perspective, and then he tried out some things, and it was different from my script, but it actually worked out better.
Right.
So I really love that artistic eye that Chris has, because like he makes my stuff look like $1 million. I was like, wow, I'm not that great, but he makes me look great, which is awesome. So that's a really good thing. Shauna Matt, she's on colors. I love her work. She's very great. Dominic Sperano, he's our editor. I've been working with Dominic for years. I got my start with Dominic at Pronto Comics. So he edited my first book. So I brought him on for this one, which is great. And I have George Medina. He's on letters. I love George. He's awesome. I bother him every chance I get. He's a great guy. And I'm excited to be working with everybody.
Nice. Very cool. What, so you say Cross was your first book, right?
Yes.
Is that still an ongoing series or anything? Or?
I put it on hold for now, only because like I'm so busy with other things, and also like I'm trying to. I actually Federica Nani, she's an artist I work with. She's based in Italy. She's interested in taking over the project, so we have to get through some projects first. But I'm very excited to be working with her. I love her work. She's amazing. I bother her every day. Always have ideas. Always trying to cook up new stuff, new characters. So she's great. So very excited to be working with her.
Nice, very cool. Yeah, the that one's like having the first IP, like with like Cycles, and I'm sure Chris and Lori both can attest to this. It's that first book, that first story, that's something that's a whole unique thing, and like trying to figure out what to do with it once you get to that certain point of that storytelling that you've done. Whether you want to let it slide away or whether you want to try to
that's the $1 million question. Do you keep going or do you knock it off and try something else? You know, for me, I go by what the fans want. Like the fans, they'll tell you real quick, oh, it stinks, it's bad, I hate it. All they tell you, I love it, keep writing. So the fans are very verbal about what they think of your project. They'll tell you whether you like it or not. I've gotten cornered in a couple of conventions about like what I did, what I didn't do, and it's just like, oh, okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
Chris has got some people in a bit of an uproar right now about Psycho Sound #9. So because I mean, and that's an interesting one too. Like you're right, fans will definitely let you know what they think, and that's what we want, you know, or at least a lot of us do. We want that honest feedback, whether you hate it or love it, or you know what, we want that opinion on it. How important do you think, when it comes to the books in general, the stories in general, how important do you think it is to play into that? So like, you know, we're in a unique spot like right now, you know, with Psycho Sal kind of ending, but the fans don't want it to end.
Of course not.
You know, which I'm proud of. And then of course, that's a testament to Lori and Chris's writing and everything with how they've handled my IP and the love they've given it. The fans are absolutely latched on to it. But how do you view that? Because with you taking a pause from Cross, you know, how do you decide what to bring back?
Firstly, Psycho Sal, the art is amazing. I haven't had a chance to pick up a book yet, but I definitely plan on doing it sooner or later. But like from what I've seen, based on like the online presence, brilliant stuff. I want more. Like the covers are amazing. Like melt my face all the time. So shout out to you guys. As far as the fans go, I mean, it's just like we all know what fans are like. They can be a little extreme. They can be very, very opinionated, and then you can take it with a grain of salt. I mean, listen to them, but don't take it wholeheartedly and take it all the way to the bank. Yeah, because sometimes fans, they're not professionals. It's why they're fans. It's like we know what we're doing, so it's like you kind of have to like listen, but not listen too much, you know.
And what do you think about that, Lori and Chris? When you get to that point where fans are kind of wanting more, how do you figure out what to do? Because you guys have been in the game a little bit longer than me, especially Chris. How do you figure out where to go in a story when you kind of were trying to end a story, you know? Like, how do you view that, Chris? We'll start with you, Chris, on that one, since you do have a bigger library and a little bit more time in than we have. How do you figure out what to do? Because you're kind of your thing is you love these kind of one-shot stories or these 2-book stories. So you view it a little different, and we've talked about that before. But how do you decide when you have fans kind of clamoring on to one of your books or one of your characters or something like that, especially with the Ferryman?
That's where I get in trouble, because if you've noticed, I have 2 or 3 other books out there that I haven't finished because I jump onto something else.
Right.
Nut Brigade, right? I've got 3 written. It's been a year since we've had 2. I have a lot of people wanting 3.
Yep.
It's ready to be drawn, but I have all these other ideas that I'm putting out right now that I want to get out fast.
Right.
I have a Western out. I've got issue 1 out. I've got people ask me the other day, hey, is issue 2 coming? Yep, it's coming. It's written. Just got to have it drawn. And I got the Detour issue 3 waiting to go. That's another one that people are waiting for issue 3. But, the way my mind works is I've taken those and just put out 7 or 8 other books that are one-shots in place of finishing those, which I could have already done those other ones. So that one's hard for me to answer. I'm the wrong person to ask because I do everything backwards.
Because with the Ferryman, that's your money shot. People love the Ferryman concepts. And I think that's a great thing you're doing there, though. Like you've got you had the 3 issues for the Ferryman, but then you also had these spin-offs for these one-shots like Valhalla and stuff like that, which I thought was a brilliant way to do that, especially when you've got this kind of short attention span about how you want to do your storytelling. But so what about with you, Lori? So, you've got a handful of books left for your storyline for Path of the Pale Rider.
No.
It's only going to like issue 30 or something, right?
36, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I have it broken up into like groups of 12. So there's plenty more path to go. So people will be happy for a long time. But my thing is that there is an ending. And when we get there, the main story will end. We might be able to do some, side stories, side quests, side characters, offshoots, stuff like that. But the main story has an ending. But the whole point is when you get to the ending, you check all those boxes, you do all the fan service, and it's final. And everybody's happy with the ending. It's when you leave stuff like open-ended and fade to black, and
which is the worst. I hate that.
I hate that, and that's when it like pisses people off, and they want to like close it. Please do us a favor. But when we finally get to the end, when I'm like 112, I think people will be happy with the ending, and then it's done. Yeah, I got other stuff in my brain. I want to do that too.
Yeah.
So what do you think about like on that, Dennis, with that same thought, figuring out whether you should end the story or whether you should carry it on? Like, I get what you're saying about listening to the fans and taking some of it with a grain of salt and things like that. But how do you decide, as someone that's been in the business for 12 years, how do you decide when you want to end the story or whether you want to rehash it or, I
think Lori put it the best way. You check off all the boxes. Once you answer all the questions that the story presents, then you call it quits,
Yeah.
And if the fans are upset, then they can write their own story, or they could do fan fiction, or they could do something else, But it's just like I said, one thing I can't stand is like, let's look at The Walking Dead.
Yes.
Turn into this like massive TV show, right? They have spin-offs for days and weeks. But the actual comic book ended, and then the show kept going.
Yeah.
Once the comic book ended, the show should have ended, because it's like, what are you doing? The comic book is over. Like, what are you basing your stuff on,
Yeah. They're riding that cash cow.
Well, that's not because like what AMC is famous for is just like taking like independent IPs and then like making them into shows, but then they milk them for everything that they're worth, like when they run them into the ground. It's like you can't, because they're using the story at that point. It's not cool.
Yeah.
And it kills like the entire genre, which is what pisses me off. Is like Walking Dead made zombies uncool. You know what I mean?
Right.
People are like, it jumped the shark, is what
Yeah,
because Walking Dead just kept going, and so many spin-offs and new shows. It's like, can we do something else?
Exactly. That's the thing, is because like, the fans get fatigued, because it's like, how many shows are you gonna make about people that eat each other? It's like, gotta call it quits.
There's just nothing original there.
That's the thing, because it's like, I'm a huge fan of Walking Dead. I mean, like, I read a couple of comics, loved it, got really into the show. And then, like, I was like faithful, like, I'm talking every week, I was like in front of the TV watching Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But when did you stop? When did you stop, though?
And then once they kill off my favorite character, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to see
that. Did you stop watching when Glenn died?
I held on after Glenn, but it's like it wasn't much longer after that, because he was my guy. He was my favorite.
A lot of people checked out at that point. Yeah.
What was his name? Carl. I think that's when a lot of people jumped ship. Was when they was Carl.
Well, it broke too far from the comic, from the source material.
Yeah. Well, I have to say I do like the way they changed things up from the book to the show, because it gave a fresh feel to people that's already read the series.
Right.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But when you kill off everyone that made your show what
Right.
the show was,
Exactly.
I mean, because once they killed Carl off, I think there was 2 people left that was
Right.
from season
The
1.
original casting, yeah.
Yeah,
Spoiler
So-
alert, in the comic book, Carl is the one telling the damn story.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Carl
So-
doesn't.
What it
And
is
then they
doing.
killed him off. And we're all like, what the hell?
Y'all
Right.
ruined it. I hadn't even watched it. Y'all done ruined
see?
it for me. So
Let's make
ruined it
5
for you.
more.
Well, I'm gonna shake the pot a little bit here,
Oh,
Okay.
because I've read The Walking Dead. It's not very good.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
the
Like, I
concept
thought
was
when-
good.
Because I watched the shows first, and then everybody's like, "Oh, you got to read the book." So I started reading the little compendiums or whatever
Yeah.
the hell they're called.
Omnibus, right? The big one.
Yeah, something like that. It was just multiple issues. But anyway, I started reading those, and I'm sorry, man. I'm sitting here reading, and I'm like, there's so many other books that are better reads than this. Like it's an okay, but this hype train that everybody put it on this
Gotcha,
pedestal.
okay.
I'm
I
sitting
think
there
that's what it
going,
was for you, though, is because people hyped it up so much. But
no.
like at the time, though, when it came out, it was a game changer, and especially
It was
for
the only
some
thing of its
young
kind.
children.
Yeah, there was nothing else like it when it came
Right.
out. So
Right.
it was hot. Now they took the TV series and spun off the book, so it completely changed what the book is, because you watch the show,
Right.
you're used to it. So yeah, when you go back and read excerpts from the book, it's like Invincible going on right now, right?
Yeah.
You got the cartoon took it from the books. It's great, right? But they changed a lot from what happened in the books to the show. And like with you, Dennis, I always told everybody, I said, look, if they ever kill off Rick or Daryl, I'm done with
Right.
Walking Dead.
I mean,
And then
Rick was my guy
Rick,
too, man. It's
Rick
just
is
like, his
when you
character
think
arc was
he's
so
dead,
interesting.
and then he
Like, how
gets in
went
the
from, like, this, like,
helicopter.
law-abiding citizen to like this, like,
Yep.
savage survival, man. It's just like, it was great to watch,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the show. We never missed an episode every single week. There we were sitting there watching
Yeah.
it. Like, I mean, again, like you said, there was nothing like it on TV. I
Yeah.
mean, and I have to give them credit where credit is due, because let's be honest, if it hadn't been for Walking Dead and the popularity, you really wouldn't see any of the horror comics you were seeing right now.
Fair.
Because
That's fair.
Walking Dead is kind of what allowed Marvel to kind of go back to horror a little bit.
Yeah.
When he went back to horror, more indie people started doing. Well, let me
Yeah.
say this the proper way. Walking Dead created the horror stuff and brought it back and made it cool.
Right.
Then the indie people started doing more horror comics, and DC and Marvel started seeing the stuff that indie people were selling. So they decided to get a piece of the pie too.
Yeah,
But
of
if
course.
it hadn't been for Walking Dead,
Yeah.
so I give them credit. It's
I
just
agree
when I
with
sat down and read that book, and I'm about, I don't know, I think I was about 20 issues in, 25 issues in. And I'm like, this is not, like, the writing is just so. But also, I might as well stir the pot a little bit more. I think Invincible shit.
What?
Mm.
Sorry. I think the boys.
William.
Boys is shit. I think it's using the
Protest.
lowest denominator. Lori's gone. To me, it's using the lowest denominator of violence to the extreme to sell something. Or with the boys, as much damn pornography and shit I can throw at the damn story to get people to pay attention. Sorry, but I read old school books, man. Dracula, Frankenstein.
Okay.
It's a little different for me, but
Got it. Okay. Not your cup of tea. That's okay.
Was really good. I disagree with those opinions. I like Robert Kirkman's writing. I think it's great. So I'm gonna respectfully agree to disagree on that.
But that's what makes all of this great, though.
Yeah.
Right.
There is something for everyone, and just because I don't like something
Right.
doesn't mean it's terrible. It just means it's not my jam.
Right.
I tell everyone, whether it's movies or comics, do not listen to anyone telling you something is shitty. Go watch it. Go
Experience
read it.
yourself.
Make your own mind up. Do you? Here's a good question, and I'd love to have an answer from all of you guys on this one because I think this is something that matters. Because you look at any group, movie related, comic related, it does not matter. There's always someone saying, "Hey, is this any good?" Before I go spend money on it, whether it's a movie or comic or whatever. And then you got hundreds of people that chiming in, yes or no, no. But those people are basing what they're about to do on random opinions of random people. Do you think people put too much emphasis these days in that they won't read something unless the majority said yes? Because it seems like we see that a lot now, especially with movies.
I mean, I feel like there's a hive mind mentality when it comes to that. So it's just like, oh, let me go on social media. Let me check what the critics are saying. Let me check what the fans are saying. So it's just like Will says, you have to like come up with your own mind because it's like not everybody likes everything. So everybody has different tastes. So it's just like take it with a grain of salt. I mean, like you may like it, you may hate it, but it's just like you should at least give something a chance before you say that you hate it.
I agree. What do you think about that, Lori? You think it's the same way that people are a little too caught up in that?
Well, let me just say, when it comes to movies, I kind of want to hear what the masses are saying because I don't get a lot of time to go out to the movies. We have
True.
kids, you know what I mean? And we're so busy that if I'm going to the movies, I want to make sure I'm actually going to enjoy myself and not watch like Madam Web. You know what I mean?
Oof.
So, I kind of wait.
Eternals.
Yeah, exactly. It's something like where I know it's just going to suck where I'm, if everybody's saying like, you should probably just wait for streaming, I'm going to wait for streaming. I'll still watch it if I, think I'm interested, but like, I have no desire to see Madam Web. I have no desire to see Kraven the Hunter. I have no desire to see Warm Bodies. You know what I mean? Like, I already have my mind made up on those. So if the masses are like, this was not great, it's like, fine, I'll save my money. It's $60 to go to the movie.
Yeah, it's expensive these days. It's crazy.
I gotta find a babysitter, and I gotta
whole production.
Yeah, I agree with that. I take that. I do listen to what people kind of say. I usually kind of chat with people I know that may have seen it, but I agree with you on that. I may not go to the theater and watch it because again, it's too damn expensive to take a chance on something. But I'll definitely usually give it a try. But again, I agree with you. There are certain movies I have zero interest in watching. Right. So what about you, Chris? Do you kind of think the same way on that kind of stuff?
I do, especially on some of the Marvel movies coming out and some of these other ones. Social media will spoil it on day one, so you try to stay away from it. When some of these movies, like Doomsday is coming out, the new Spider-Man, I'm going to see it regardless, right? But just like Lori said, I'm the same way. I want to hear what other people say, people that I know. Yeah. There may be people popping around on Facebook or Instagram. Oh, I saw such and such, or the new Daredevil series, and it was trash. It's crap. Don't watch it. Okay, but
this is my point, Kevin.
I don't know your opinion, but there could be 10 people say it, and then 4 or 5 people that I know may come back and said, "Oh my God, I watched the first 2 episodes and absolutely loved it." I'm going to give it a shot. Now, if I think the first episode is hideous and horrible and I can't sit through it, then I won't watch it anymore.
Gerald, what?
Gerald. Well, Dennis, let's chat with you a second about your upcoming projects. So, what's the next thing in the barrel for you that you guys are getting ready to launch? Is it Kickstarter or anything straight to publish, or what do you guys got?
Hold on, I made notes.
Yeah, we had to break out a list.
We had to list.
I thought we did too much shit.
Okay, so I would say, I don't know, because it's like all my projects are in different stages.
But what's your next one that's going to hit first? Let's chat about that one for sure.
Honestly, I would say the next one will probably be a tie between Spellcrafter, which is written by Carde Gaines. I'm editing his first issue. I finished editing his first issue. His launch, he's shooting for September, October, preferably around New York Comic Con. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Chronicles, we're producing art now, so we're hoping to be ready by New York Comic Con also.
Okay.
We're hoping to have 3 issues done, but I'll settle for 1. If we get issue 1 out the way, I'll be a happy man.
Yeah.
And also, I'm working with Cabasai Studios magazine, Kevin C. Fate. The writer, editor by Kevin Davis. Shout out to Kevin Davis. I know he's watching right now.
Yeah.
And you can get the first issue of Kevin C. Fate on Amazon.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's already on there?
I believe so. Based on the
Oh,
conversation we had yesterday, I believe it's already on Amazon. Yeah.
Okay, nice, very cool. The so the projects you're hoping to have out later this year, what's the spiel on, without giving no spoilers or anything, what's the story about, or when's it set? Like what's your little bio on it?
So Spellcrafter, which is set in an urban city, which is cool. And it's about this teenage boy who has magical powers, and he like uses that to outcast demons that are like walking around on Earth. So he's basically a demon hunter, a teenage demon hunter. So I work with Kane every day. Like we talk at least like once a week, twice a week, just like talking about the story.
Yeah.
What can happen, like what plot twist he wants to put into the story. He's come with characters all the time, which is great. So he's very enthusiastic. This is his first go around. So we're kind of like walking him through the process, advising him like this is what you do, this is what you shouldn't do. And he's like great guy. Been talking to him for a while now, and it's going great. So hopefully we'll have the first issue by September, October, and Kickstarter campaign is on the way.
Nice, very cool, very cool. All right, Chris, you got another question for Mr. Dennis? I'm gonna put you guys on spot.
You're fun. Okay, so out of the books you've done, what has been your most favorite to write?
Oh man, that's like who's my favorite kid. That's hard, man.
Exactly.
That's easy. I know.
Wow.
We all know who our favorite kids are.
That's hard, man. Just like because like I get to work with so many cool, interesting people, and I have like so many great ideas. It's hard to pick just one. But if I had to pick, I'd probably say Plan 79 was like my favorite project, working with Michael Dolce.
Oh, okay.
Because you have aliens, you have spaceships, you have like all the cool stuff you watch as a kid. It's like everything is in my childhood in the book, which was great. So I really enjoy working on that. Oh,
good. That's like it is something that's really unique because yes, I said here and I'll do covers, or Chris will do writing, or Lori will do her writing and stuff like that. And that's all cool and everything, but when you get to sit down and work with other people on their projects, it's a unique thing for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. You get that rush off of them getting excited about their projects. Like I told Chris, and I've talked about it on the show before, and I'm sure Chris and Lori have probably done the same thing or similar. I've turned down cover work for projects because they had zero excitement when they were telling me what their book was about.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's just
if you can't get excited about your project, like I don't have any interest in it. Yeah. And I've actually turned down work like that. And I'm like, okay, well, what's your book about? Oh, well, it's about this, like this little one sentence thing. Okay.
That's
like
it.
I'm having to like pull information from them, And finally I sit there and I go, okay, well, I'm kind of busy right now, but if I get a spot in the future, I'll kind of let you know. But I mean, do you guys feel that way also sometimes, that if you're working with someone and they're kind of, they're not excited about their project, I mean, you're not going to get excited about it, right?
Me personally, like I like to work with genuine people, like people who genuinely love the art form, they love the work. I'd rather not work with somebody who wants to get rich, because it's like, dude, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. I want passion, I want honesty, I want like someone to like, listen, I live for this, and I want you to help me with it. That's what I want,
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Lori? You think that same way? Like it's kind of hard to get into it if they can't get excited about it?
I think I've been lucky enough to work with all excited people. At least when they come to me and they're like, hey, do you want to write for me? I have this idea. And it's like, yes, everybody is super excited. And that's why they're getting me involved in the first place. Yeah. I think it's the other way around. I think it's mostly artists who are like, your book is about what? And they're just like, it's about cooking. And you're like,
that's it.
When do you plan to launch? Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, well, what the book's about? Well, it's this. How many issues? We don't know. Like,
those are those kind of conversations. Like, there's no plan, there's no passion. There's like, I don't know. Like,
I don't think I've had that. I have had encounters with people, like you said. I think they're have this grand idea. It's almost like they're having a midlife crisis where they have this idea that where they wanted to do comics for their entire life, but there's zero planning.
Yeah.
Where it's
Right.
like the story kind of meanders. And
Disaster.
it's like, do you have a script that I can at least jump in and help you with?
Right.
Like William, you had everything set in your mind about the world, how it worked, who the characters, how they function, right? And we were able to pick up with the pieces and kind of put them together and to make a picture, a big picture.
Right.
But I've had people like, well, where do you think I should start the story? And I'm like, you don't know how to. It's your story. Like I can help you with the script, but man, you got to have a place to start.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? Have you ran into any of that? Like maybe people wanting you to write their ideas or something like that, and it's like pulling teeth to get any information or to get them even excited?
It's called Psycho Sal.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Was that in English?
So what I said it was called Psycho Sal.
Oh, yeah, that one was terrible. I don't know what the
Did
hell
you
was
see
going on.
that?
I'm always over here. You got this whole world created. I'm like, you got a world. I got a little black book you gave me for issue 1.
Oh,
It had
see,
like
I
3
think I'm in issue 4. It was already a world because
No.
It was
No.
funny. Like when I approached Chris about it, I think we were at one of the cons.
We were at the
Yeah.
cons and we went to a restaurant. And you pulled out this little
Yeah.
black book, and I was like, "Is this from high school? What is this?"
no
No.
sketches.
I have had that before. I've had a couple more people approach me saying, "Hey, I want you to help me write this book." You know, I read a couple of your things, so I've got the story concept, and okay, let me hear it. And they'll type out like 2 lines, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's it.
"That's it." Like I keep waiting for them from Messenger for to keep going, you know, the little dots, and it's paused. And I'm like, "Well, what do you think?" Is there?
Yeah,
Can you tell me
that's
more about
just-
it? Well, that's all I got right now. Well, how long you been working on it? Well, the idea's been in my head a couple years now, and I'm like, okay,
What?
hey, you know what? You need to come up with you need to create your characters. Go ahead and create a world of what you think is going to happen. Come back to me when it's done, and let's talk about it. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings and say
Right.
that's crap, but
I
you
mean,
know,
it's potential. It's just about execution, but it's like
Right.
a lot of times
It's just
people
like
they put the cart before the horse. They're
That's
ready to make
serious,
a comic,
yeah,
but
exactly.
none of it ready. And it's just like you
Right.
need to go back and you have to work.
and there's another gentleman that's reached out to me since January. It wants me to help write his book, and I'm pretty much done with it. And he came out with this great concept. He said, "Hey, love for you to take a look at this. Love for you to help, write this story. What's it about?" And boom, boom, boom. I mean, he had it lined out, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is up my alley. I like this. This is creepy. It's messed up. I like it." So, he reached out again the other day, and I think he was like, "Hey, you want me to reach out to you, after a couple months after your shows and stuff. So, what do you think? You want to help on it?" And I let him know. I'm like, I got like 2 pages left, and I'm done with the story. And he's like, "What? You serious?" Yeah, I'm. It's
He's
fun.
like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like it's fun. And then of course I'll finish it like we did with William, see what he thinks. It's his story, I mean,
Yeah.
but
Right.
then I'll turn it into him, see what he thinks, and then he take it and run with it. He'll get it drawn and all that. So I hope it comes out good and it's what he's looking for, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's it really is. And for anyone listening, that is something you have to be conscious of as a creator. If you've got a project you're wanting to pitch, whether you're pitching it to someone that's going to help write it for you, or you're pitching it to the artist doing the interiors, or even the artist doing the cover, if you can't be excited about the project you're trying to put out there, it's going to be hard to get other people to be excited about it because go ahead.
That's step one. It's like, how are you going to get people if you're going to run a Kickstarter campaign, if you can't even get an artist to be excited with you, how are you going to pitch it to have people back the project? Or, like, how are you going to pitch it at a Comic-Con table? It's a book about bread.
Yeah. And I,
So,
you guys have seen me. We walk the shows before the doors open, at cons, and I stop at a lot of indie creators tables, and I'm sure you guys have done it before too. And this is your book? Yeah, this is my book. Well, what's it about? Oh, well, it's about this, and then that's it. And I'm like,
It's about frogs.
okay, man, awesome. Good luck. And you walk away. Like, and I get that. I understand that is something a lot of artists and creators don't understand, and that's the business side of the industry, how to promote, how to pitch. I get that. But you should at least be excited about your book is if you have it in front of you, in your head. Okay, I can give you a little leeway there about, but if that book's sitting on your table and someone's asking you, oh, is that your book? And you just go, oh yeah, that's my book. And like, that's all you say. Like, I mean, don't you agree with that, Dennis? Like, you got to be able to
like, first of all, if you're at a con, you're already spending the money to be there, like at a table. So like, you need to get your money back somehow. You do that by getting sales. If you just say, hey, buy my book, nobody's going to buy it.
No.
You have to tell them about it. You have to be excited about it. You have to be like, you have to want to be there. It's like, if you're just like, yeah, I made it. Like, what do you mean you made it? Yeah, I made it. They have to be excited about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause Chris, you do the same thing. Being a comic shop owner, you walk the cons. I've seen you do it. I've seen you talk to other creators in Artist Alley and stuff like that. Do you see that a lot when you engage someone at their table and they got books on their table? And, oh, what's this? And they just give you like this little 1-sentence liner and then that's it.
Yeah, absolutely no excitement in their book or their story or
That's
whatever.
crazy.
And I'm like, if you're not excited, at least you don't have to jump up and shake my hand.
Right.
But if you're like, oh, it's a story about a serial killer in the in the 90s and whatever in Chicago. I'm like, okay, tell me a little bit more. Oh, well, yeah, I based it off this and this. Okay, give me a little bit. But if you're like, oh, it's a murder book, I've got that before. Oh, did you write this? Yeah. Oh, your own creation? Yeah. I worked on it for a little bit. What's it about? Oh, it's a murder book.
Wow.
Okay. Who gets killed? Everyone.
Apparently, the reader dies of boredom.
Yeah. Right.
First show? Is this your first show?
I mean, I feel so bad. I see it happen a lot, and I do feel bad for them because, again, we see it all the time in the art industry. Most artists and creators, like I said, they don't understand the business side. They don't understand promoting and everything, and I get that, and I feel bad for them. But, man, my God, some of them, I've seen more movement in a morgue,
Yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah.
So Dennis, being someone that's been around it for 12 years, what's the big piece of advice you would give? Because we ask this of everybody, but what would be your number one piece of advice you would give new creators that are trying to break into comics and get themselves out there with their IPs?
I would say do your homework. I would also say research, talk to people who are actually actively in the business, pick their brains. Put a budget together, because if you want to get someone to work with you, you have to pay them. Obviously, don't depend on sales and profits of a book that doesn't exist yet, because that's just crazy. So pay the people first. If you make a profit after the fact, good for you. If not, at least the people who worked with you got paid.
Yeah.
Do a lot of reading. There are a lot of how-to books. Shout out to Andy Schmidt. I read a lot of his books when I was trying to break into the business, the how-to books. Buddy Scolari, he's another great source. He's run a couple of how-to books. Also, he has a comicbookschool.com. Great resource for people trying to get in. He has tons of he has job postings. He has information.
Nice.
And he generally wants to help people. So definitely take all the help you can get. Talk to people and get your feet wet, get experience. Because a lot of people, I want to make comics, but I don't know how. Yeah, because you don't know how. Learn. So
yeah,
get on a project, get on an anthology, help somebody out. Earn your bones before you start asking for money for a job. You know what I mean? It's just you gotta earn your way. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I agree with that too. That's definitely a good thought process for people to have. Too many people see other people doing something and they really don't realize all the work that we've put into what we've done. The hours upon hours and money on top of money that we have spent before projects ever saw the light of day.
Right.
Which is one of the reasons why we like doing these podcast things, because I think for the most part, for years upon years, fans have no clue what we do behind closed doors, what it costs us to go to shows, what it costs us to produce these comics and things like that. What do you think about, because I saw someone ask this the other day on some post I saw, and it was a new creator, and they were making the comment, oh, I want to do some Comic-Cons and stuff, but I don't want to go any farther than an hour from my house. Now, you guys know how I view it. I travel all over for shows.
Bro, you drive forever.
Yeah. And so I'm a big believer in you got to spend money to make money.
Right.
And I think Comic Cons and appearances and stuff are a great way to create new fans and then also lock in that relationship with existing fans from social media that finally get to see you at a show. Do you agree with that concept too, that people need to venture out a bit more than just in their little 50-mile radius of their home and generate some fans on that level?
I would
And
say
again, I know it's
great,
expensive. I
but
get it.
not the end all be all. Like even if you hate people, you have to go out there to physically meet them. You have to shake hands, kiss babies, as they say. You have to like network. So if like traveling is not ideal for you, you have to make it ideal. You have to like put in a travel fund, put away money a little bit every day, a little bit every week. So you have the funds to like travel to a show outside of your like comfort zone, because it's like meeting fans in different states is great because it's like word travels. Oh, I met so-and-so at a convention in California. He was really cool. Oh, he has a book up. Let me check it out. That's how you get fans. That's how you get sales.
Yep. And it works out great for me because I always get the ones that go, "Oh my God, you were so much nicer than what I thought you would be." So,
that's always a plus.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? I mean, I've heard your opinion on that, but I can forgive me if you've already stated it on here, you and Lori both. But do you guys feel that same way too? Like you got to stretch your legs a little bit and get to some more shows than just one a year or two a year, right?
Yeah, you do, and you can't stay in. And I know we've talked to people that they like to just stay in their area, right?
Yeah.
But if you stay in your area, now again, my opinion, everybody's their own person. But to me, if you stay in just your area and you don't venture out, 4 or 5 hours outside of your hometown,
Right.
how are you going to get your books out there? You can't always rely to get your books in publication or get them in a comic shop not everybody's on social media. It's going to see your projects. So you have to do it yourself. So you do have to travel. And like Dennis said, you got to put the legwork in. So I agree with that. I don't do as many shows as I'd like. But
yeah, but you still do a pretty decent amount.
I do, but I do enjoy the ones that are out of state. To me, I'm like, I've done so many in Texas.
Right.
I like the ones out of Texas too. We got a couple more coming up here. They're going to be big. But I want to do more of the out of state stuff. That's always fun. And out of state, you're seeing people that didn't even know you existed, that are out there looking for good indie stuff when they walk by and the covers catch their eyes and you tell them about your story and it appeals to them. So that's what I like to see. And you're gaining new fans that way.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, Lori? You feel the same way?
I mean, I feel the same. I just don't think it's harder for me to get away that far just because of my kids, and there's always something going on. So I would love to do more, but traveling where I have to spend the night and drive for a day because a lot of times I'm doing it by myself it's not quite feasible. So I like to stay around me, but I also want to go and do more. So I'm trying to find that happy medium,
Yeah, I mean, and it does vary from person to person because if you do have small children at home or you work a full-time job, it definitely does. But obviously, if you're lucky enough that you're in a unique position where you can do it, you definitely need to try to do it, or at least I view it that way. Dennis, what's your next show you got coming up that you're going to be at?
Pre-Comic Book Day at Fourth World Comics on Saturday, May 2nd.
That's this Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
because I forgot this Saturday was May already. I was like, someone was like, "Oh, you're gonna be at blah blah," and I was like, "Yeah, in May." They're like, "That's this weekend." I was like,
"Yeah." So
where you
there from 1 to 3? The address is 33 New York-111 Smithtown, New York, and Long Island.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be there. Phil Russell will be there with me. Joshua Hickson, Andrew Cronky, now O'Rourke, Billy Tucci will be there actually. So I'm very excited for that.
Guy.
JC Vaughn and Nelson Asensio. So it's gonna be a full lineup of artists from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. all day.
Oh, nice. Have you met Billy before?
I met him once at New York Comic Con because we did a panel together with Buddy Scalera in Comic Book School. That was years ago. He probably doesn't remember me, but he's a really, really nice guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a really nice guy. Yeah, I'll be at Visions Comics and Games in Rockmart, Georgia.
Oh wow.
So they're bringing me out for that signing event. So that'll be kind of cool. I've never been there, so that'll be interesting. What about you, Lori? Where did you say you were going to be for Free Comic Book Day?
I'm gonna be at Geek Out in Burleson
Okay.
this year. They wanted to make sure I brought my hot sauce.
Nice.
Dude,
They're like, you're coming, right? I was like, yeah, I can come. They're like, you got your hot sauce, right? I was like, yeah, well, He's like, you
We've
got the
already
green
went through
sauce?
it.
So I was like, I got all the sauces. You're
Yep.
good.
What about Chris? You guys are doing something at Pastime Comics Saturday, correct?
Yeah, we have 4 people coming in. We got a big sale, and we'll be at the store all day from 10 to 6.
Nice. In Watauga, Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Am I saying that right?
Watauga. Yep.
I always want to say Watuga.
Watauga.
Pirate.
Watauga. Sounds like that commercial with that cartoon. So here you go. Here's a good question for you, Dennis. Because we are seeing it a bit more now, or at least it feels like we're seeing it more. That comic shops are starting to bring a bit more of the indie people out to their Free Comic Book Days.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like I'm seeing more of that. Like when I look at these people posting them, like I'm seeing a good bit of indie creators and artists going to these. Do you feel like that it's kind of picked up in that sense? Because when you really think about the numbers, indie, there's some titles and creators out there, they're doing some serious damn numbers in the indie community, especially considering they don't have an influencer pushing them. They don't have a comic shop pushing them, that they're doing it off their own backs with the fans. Do you feel like you're seeing a bit more of that over the last couple of years?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like I feel like the comic book shops are a great place for indie creators to meet fans, I just say, like build a community. And I mean, I love comic book shops because I make comic books, but just like they really, really have like a really like open door policy when it comes to indies. Because I remember like when I first started, I couldn't pay anybody to carry my comic book. I was literally going like door to door, shop to shop, and I was like, nope. And now they're receptive because like you have all these like big money shows being produced based on indie IPs, and they see it's money. So it's like, yeah, come on, that might be the next big thing. You never know.
That's true. That is definitely true. What about you, Chris? I mean, now you've always brought indie creators in. You guys bring in big names. You guys bring in actors. You guys at Pastime Comics are always doing fun stuff like that. And you've always done indie stuff. Do you think you've seen kind of a bit more of a pickup in the indie stuff when it comes to that?
Yeah,
because we're seeing a bit more indie people get pro invites to some of the big shows too.
No, they do. But bringing them in store, yeah, we like doing that. Is bringing people in. We got a very good and loyal customer base in the store that one know y'all, so they come out when y'all are there. Another one is when we bring in an artist or a writer, creator, or celebrity, they want to see who it is next that's coming in, so they're going to come out and meet them. Even if they don't buy something from their table, they'll still come out and meet them and see who they are. So, I think we've kind of established that. We're working to get 3 or 4 more in for this year. Some people we haven't had in before, we want to try. But a lot of times when you're working with a lot of them that aren't indie creators, they have agents you have to go through, and then you have to look at their timeline and schedule. It's just trying to like book somebody for a show. It's the same thing as trying to book somebody for a store. Their weekends open? Is it somebody you got to fly in? Is there appearance fees? And there's a lot you have to do with. A lot of times, indie creators, they don't have that. Yeah, if you're out of town, it may be like, hey, just cover my hotel, right? Well, like with you, William, come and say, hey, cover my hotel, I'm good. Let me set up for the day. You'll come in, your travel's paid for. Yeah, then it's worth it for you to come in, make some money, and then and have a good time, get some new fans, and then go to an area you haven't been to.
Well, one of the other things I like that you guys do, and Marty and then what Gabe's Cave does also, if you got somebody, because I've done it several times for you guys, where I come in for a Saturday signing event, and we all know, unless you're a big name, traveling somewhere and setting up for one day can be risky. But you guys have always been real good about that. And I mean, there's been times where I come in because, I'll usually stay Saturday and Sunday. and you guys let me set up both days, you
Mhm.
know, and that's pretty cool. That's kind of unique because some places won't do that. So that's kind of cool. You guys will give people the opportunity to have 2 days to try to generate, you know, that income from making such a long drive or trip. Laura, you do a good bit of shows in general. Are you starting to see the same thing we are, like about seeing more indie people getting a little bit more exposure in the Artist Alley and stuff like that? Because the last few shows, I'm seeing a lot of indie creators in Artist Alley.
Indie. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like again, I'm the new kid on the block out of the 4 of us, right? So that's kind of been my experience the whole time. Or it's just people I don't know because again, being the noob, I'm just
Right.
like, I don't know who that is. Everybody's like, oh, they're big bad, and I'm like, I don't know who they are, nor do I care. I want to just sell my own stuff in my corner.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I mean, all the shows that I've been at the last couple of years have all been indie. So I think that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I think so too. I think indie. I think for the most part, because I watch a lot of these. I'll jump in and out of these Whatnot sales and these eBay lives when people tag me or something like that, and so I'm definitely seeing more indie books pop up in those sale events too. So
Ooh.
that's been pretty cool. I mean, I've had people tag me when Path of the Pale Riders went up in one of the Whatnot shows. I've had people tag me for like Don't Pay the Ferryman. Yeah, so I mean, it's, you know, so I think people in general. Usually, to be fair, usually it's because it's a cover idea for the book.
Cover, yeah.
So that's why I'm getting tagged. Otherwise, you know, but yeah. So that's been pretty cool, you know, to see those, because I've seen Don't Pay the Ferryman pop up a few times in some Whatnot shows. What do you think about Dennis? I got another
I have a
question
question for
you.
Dennis when you're
Oh,
ready.
yeah,
to
no, go ahead. Go ahead,
I want to
Laura.
know, is there a genre that you have not written yet that's kind of on your bucket list?
Ooh.
I would say horror.
You haven't done horror yet?
No, I haven't. I mean, I have a couple of ideas I'm like playing around with. I haven't like put anything to print yet, but it was something I would like to do in the future, though.
Yeah. Like what give us an idea. What kind of horror?
Well, I'm working on. I like zombies. I know it's kind of like saturated, but I want to like put my own spin on zombies.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
I'm actually cooking up a story right now, so I'm
Speaking
working
my
on
language. Mm-hmm. Cool.
I want to do one that's about like zombie hookers that are like running for politician spots. So
Okay,
that'd be a good one, right?
yeah, it's different. That's for
I think we'd have to file that under current events. Sorry.
Well, those are the type of hooker, that's for sure.
I want to know if Chris has an answer to that.
You know what? That's a great question, though, Lori. That's a great question. I actually want to bounce that one back to you and Chris.
Yeah.
Is there a genre you guys haven't done yet that you really want to do and you can't wait to get to?
Chris?
Nope.
Come on.
No. Okay. So
Are you
really,
kidding me?
I do horror. That's what I'm known for is
Yeah.
horror.
Yeah.
I did the Nut Brigade, the
Comedy.
Yeah.
right?
Did
And
the
I
Western.
really wanted to do the Western, and I did it. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing I can think of is, you know, kids book, but come on, I'm not a kids writer. That's not
I
going
know.
to happen. Y'all
We're
know
not
that.
doing kids' books.
So no,
We could
so
do a
I'm not going to do
Psycho
that.
Sal.
I do what?
We could do a Psycho Sal Kids edition.
No, we cannot.
No.
Let's see how you will pull that off. That would be
Yeah,
interesting.
I would like to.
Oh.
I mean, it could do it and just make it all kids. As
Chris,
you know,
you
you
can
just
do
have
it.
an alternate world, but
Really, Michael?
Could-
That's
it
cool.
could happen. That's interesting.
Told you.
But no, I'm not gonna do like a romantic love story.
Oh, why
I would
not?
fall asleep at the
Do it.
typing
do
that
a
up at the keyboard.
story. You could do a romantic comedy about a guy's penis that detaches and gets him in all kinds of trouble.
Andrew, you really need to come get your fiance at this moment in time. So I'm not.
We'll have
Yeah.
No,
Lori-
darn it. You can't make
we'll
me.
have Lori
Sad
let
thing
us-
was, if I did that, that would be my number one selling book that
Oh,
I would
would.
get the most money off
No,
of.
to
You
be
put that
fair,
on Kickstarter, it's going
it
to take
would.
off.
It
All those
would.
freaky people out there are going to take off. But
Yep.
no, that's not for me. That's not for me.
Andrea, if it's called the romance.
That's not me. No. So I'm happy with the three genres that I did,
Yeah.
and that's where I want to stay. So I did that. Those are the three I want to stay in, and I'm really happy with that. So.
Yeah.
But it is a very good question.
Yeah,
Because
that's a great
like
one.
with Dennis, he wants to do horror, so he wants to branch out and try something that he hasn't done. I like that.
Yeah.
Your mind starts working on that stuff to
Yeah.
see
Something
what you can
different.
create and imagine.
Yep.
So I'm in horror, and I have a supernatural story that I haven't released. I just wrote superheroes for the first time. I have never done that. So
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
yeah, I had fun doing that, believe it or not. Kind of reminds me of watching X-Men in the
Right.
90s. You know what I mean? I used to watch all the Saturday morning cartoons. So kind of like scratched an itch in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love sci-fi, and I have no ideas in my mind for sci-fi. So that's something that's kind of in my bucket list.
Okay.
I'd like to
Yeah.
do that.
I think sci-fi could be something really interesting.
Mhm.
I mean, we kind of got a horror fantasy coming with Cycle of the Blood Moon.
Right.
But yeah, I think if I had to pick one, because I've done the horror, and I've done the werewolf story, and I've done the mummy story, and we got some more stuff coming with that. We got we got Sentinel coming here soon with about dealing with the veterans and PTSD and depression and suicide and that stuff, which that's going to be a heavy book. But yeah, I think sci-fi, I think that would be one I wouldn't mind kind of jumping in and seeing what we could do with. I think that could be kind of fun. Heck, we might could make it about this, like, we could do one like this like alien thing that comes to the planet during the hottest times of the year, and it like hunts soldiers and stuff.
Interesting.
You can play around with that.
There's a
Yeah,
story
it's called
there.
Predator. How'd you not catch that, Lori? Making fun of Predator.
Oh yeah, that one. Thank you. I
Yeah.
was like, we could do that.
I should have just said okay, and we go ahead and do it, and then I'll send you a picture of drawing Predator. This is what
No,
it
we're all
looks-
fried at 8. I mean, like 8:30 now. It's 9:30 at this point, and
Yep.
my brain's like, yep, nod, smile.
All right,
But,
Dennis, got a question real quick. Based on your favorite book that you've written, if somebody were to pick that up for the movie, who would play the main character?
Ooh, fan casting.
Because now this is your creation.
Anybody you want. Chris froze.
I would love so the main character is the Captain Trent. I would like someone like chiseled jaw, like one of those good looking acting guys. I like
Yeah.
what's his name? Carl Urban.
Oh,
I think he'd
okay.
be a good fit for the Captain.
Chris, I don't know if you can hear us, but you froze and like you're stuck in this weird Hawk Tui appearance. So, yeah, that's not, that's a great question too. Like the fan film stuff, we never really, other than my April Fool's joke I pulled on everybody like a year ago when I made the post that Psycho Sal got picked up and like Alan Richardson was going to be playing Psycho
He'd
Sal.
be awesome for
And,
that.
Wong, the guy who directed like The Conjuring and stuff, was going to be directing it. That was fun. That was fun as hell. People were going crazy for that. But so, yeah, that's a good one. Let's bounce that one to you, Lori. Who would play your main guy for Path of the Pale Rider?
I've already thought about this. Jensen Ackles should play Jude.
Oh
Satan.
yeah, he's great. I love him.
He's just that sarcastic bastard. He has that great scruff.
He's
And
very witty also.
Yeah, like he could be like Jude St. Clair is just this regular guy, but he's just a sarcastic bastard, and that's his superpower through the apocalypse. So it's like he would be perfect for that.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Not to
100%.
mention he can sing too.
Yeah, there's no singing in my book, thank goodness.
You would have to put it in there for him.
No.
Like, I'm like, dude, could you leave some booty for the rest of us? Like,
I
you're
mean,
a good-looking guy,
that's
you
the
act
problem.
well, and you can sing.
I know. He's that guy, isn't he?
It's not
He's
fair.
that guy.
He's that guy. He's
Likable.
the eye candy. He's the yes,
Total
like him
package,
in my
100%.
book in my movie someday Netflix. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's likable on top of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I heard he's like a really nice guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed it all.
He said Carl or wait, who'd you say?
Carl Urban.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is okay.
yeah.
Who would you pick, Chris?
Yeah, who would you pick to play?
Well, in what
one of
book
the-
would you like? Ferryman is kind of a
Oh,
right. It could be because it's costume, right? But
Ooh, Jared Leto.
just because he's Skeletor, don't mean he has to be the ferryman.
I mean, I like him in small doses. Like he's either in really good movies or really bad movies. Like there's no in between for him.
I think that he knows somebody up on high. How else is that man still getting work?
To be
yeah,
fair,
I don't know.
to be fair, I think some of it's shitty ass writing and directing because
Or
I
editing.
hated him in Suicide Squad as that Joker.
Yeah,
that-
he did
that
not
was the
fit
worst
in
one,
that movie
though.
at all. I don't know why we
But
put
when
him
I
in there.
watched him as the long-haired Joker from the Nightmare scene for Snyder, holy hell.
Yeah,
I want to see that Joker. And I can't remember the name of the movie, but there's a movie, I mentioned this before, because somehow we were on Jared Leto then too. But he played a serial killer in this one movie, and it was, I thought it was a really good movie.
He's just
Sad I can't remember the name.
intense.
But yeah, Chris, who would play the ferryman or voice the ferryman or whatever?
Yeah, boys.
Wow. I can see why you struggle a little bit, Dennis, because this is a.
That's a
I
tough.
never thought about the ferryman on a voice.
Because there's lots of great voices. That's a
Yeah.
tough one.
You could pick
Don't-
dead people too, like Vincent Price or
ooh,
Ooh.
that'd be a
Vincent
good pick.
Price would kill
Ooh.
that.
His
yeah.
voice is terrifying.
I would have to go with those. The one I'd always thought would be like if Nut Brigade ever became like a Pixar, right? Again, not for kids movie. Then
Yeah,
Carl Urban is the lead because that is who
Carl
I
Urban,
modeled Ace after, the main squirrel. I modeled him after Butcher from The Boys, who's called the accent, you know, the way his mannerisms, the way he talks,
Yeah.
his language, everything is modeled after.
See, now I won't be able to read those books without hearing his voice.
That's what I do when I'm writing them. It is I've got the accent going in there.
Ooh, that would be good
That's a good
too.
one too. And he has a great voice.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he was Knuckles in Sonic.
Yes, he
That
was.
was the
Which I
best.
found hilarious.
Dot
the
dot
guy,
dot.
from
What?
Underworld that played one of the werewolves. That
Mhm.
that the big what's his name? The big tall black guy.
I know who you're talking about. His name is Kevin something.
Dude, the voice.
Yeah, he has a very
God.
bassy voice.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yep, that would be a good one. I mean, hell, he
We
could
get
play
Morgan
Barry.
Freeman to do that.
He
He would be good.
I don't think Morgan Freeman, who fits that part.
I put
Morgan
Morgan Freeman
Freeman,
in
He
anything.
would be the voiceover for Psycho South show. He would, you know.
Kevin
Morgan Freeman
Vigo.
could literally
That's-
narrate. He can narrate a slug going
Oh, yeah.
across the street, and I'd be hooked on it, listening to him talk about the slug's progression and journey going across the road. And
There
Oh my
he-
god! Now we know what the next comment needs to be. It needs to be about a slug crossing a street,
that's the whole
and
story.
Morgan
There you go.
Freeman is telling the story.
#1 bestseller.
And it probably would. That would be the one they would pick up for a TV show,
Yep.
No.
no doubt. Yeah, well, I know mine. Mine would be if I could pick one person as far as size is concerned, Alan Richardson. to
Yeah.
play Psycho
Yeah.
South. Oh hell yeah! That I think that which I actually liked my lineup I picked for the April Fools because I picked Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Victor Gray.
Ooh.
I like him.
Yeah, I thought that would be a pretty cool one. Yeah, I can't remember who the girl was I picked for
Sarah?
Sarah though. I cannot remember who that was.
Florence Pugh.
Is that who it was?
Oh, really?
Was it? Who is that?
Really?
Who's
How the
Florence
hell did you
Pugh?
find that?
She's
Florence
Black Widow's
Pugh was
sister.
You're the
Yelena.
name.
Lamar.
Yelena.
Black
I like her too.
Widow.
She's nice.
Yeah. Okay. I thought he found my post. I was like, how the hell did you find that?
No.
thing quick? And he
She's
just
too
named it.
little.
She's too short.
Gotta have someone
That
bigger.
girl's like, what is she like 3'5" or something?
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Oh,
Now,
Tom.
The one that I kind of thought was, you seen the movie Ready or Not?
She's
Yes.
5'4", so I guess
Yeah.
she's not
The
that.
blonde chick who played the fiance in Ready or Not. I thought
Yeah,
she's
she's nice. I like her
a
too.
good one too, because she's got the height also. But all right. Well, let's kind of wrap it up, Mr. Dennis.
Okay.
Let everybody know who you are, where you're from, where they can find you, and any information you want to toss them.
Okay. My name is Dennis Knight, writer based in New York City, editor, creative consultant. You can find me on Facebook, Dennis Knight. I'm on Instagram, DEE Knight Writer. I'm on TikTok, who is Dennis Knight, and I'm on X, and I want to say is Mr. Knight Writer on X, and I think that's it.
Awesome. And then you said you will be at Free Comic Book Day.
Yes.
Where again?
Fourth Row Comics in Smithtown, Long Island, 33 New York -111 Smithtown, New York, zip code 11787. I'll be
Awesome.
there from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday.
Very cool. And what's your next Comic-Con you'll be at?
Hopefully, fingers crossed, New York Comic Con. If Repop can get the act together and start making me jump through hoops with the applications and stuff. You know how that goes. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm so ready to find out whether I'm going or not.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed. But
Everybody I've talked to, same thing. They submitted and they're just waiting now. So we'll
Yep.
see what happens.
I was
Yeah,
told
they-
it could be close to June before they.
I heard
start
June,
putting-
July around there. Yeah.
Yeah, before they start
I-
putting out.
I think that's when it was last year too. I think was
Yeah.
about the same time. Like they get pretty close to when they start.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Like
crazy.
that last minute, which drives me crazy all the time.
Yeah, because I'm supposed to be at Big Texas Comic Con this year, but that's the same weekend. They're wanting to bring me in, but I was like, guys, I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah,
waiting
it's
to
like,
hear
what do you
from
do?
New
Yeah,
York
that's tough.
because if it's New York, I got to go there.
Right.
Even though New York's costing me money to go versus the
Right.
other one,
Sure.
but it's New York.
Right.
Thank you so much, Dennis, for being here with us
Guys,
tonight.
thank you for having me. I had a great time. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Well, guys, make sure you follow Dennis. Make sure you guys toss him a friend invite. Make sure you check out his social medias. Again, you guys are the bloodline for us, so we need you to help us with sharing and a little bit of cross promoting and stuff like that. Miss Lori, tell them again where you're going to be for Free Comic Book Day this weekend.
Geek Out Burleson. Dun, 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 dun. Come have some hot sauce. I'm actually going to put together, if you have a purchase from me, I'm going to have a sheet of PDFs that you can, like QR codes that'll take you to free books for PDF.
Nice.
You can get PDF. So it's still, I'll give you free comic books. You just have
Look
to
at that. Very nice.
There you go. Nice. And I will vouch, her damn hot sauce is really good. Like to the point I hate mustard with a passion. Like I wish somebody would assassinate anybody that still makes it. But she actually got me to try her which one was it that had the mustard in it?
Hot honey mustard, yeah.
Mm.
And I have it on video. So
yeah, she does. Like so for the first 3 seconds of it in my mouth, I thought I was going to gag and puke. But then after that, it was actually really damn good.
Nice.
So it's kind of like college all over. Once you get it in your mouth, it's okay. And then, of course, Mr. Chris Hayes.
Horrified over here.
She is working her way down my I like you.
I will be. I'll be working in the store.
Yeah.
Hey, come out to Pastime Comics if you're local to North Fort Worth in Texas. We got 4 artists set up there that day: David Sanchez, Daniel Scott Jr., Ken Salinas, Errol C. We're open from 10 to 6. So come out and see us.
Nice.
And you guys are doing a big sale that day too in the store, right?
So we tried to get Lori, but she was already scheduled to go somewhere else.
that's not true.
It is true.
I think I was the last second ad to Geek Out because they needed hot sauce because I went and looked at his ad and I'm not on it.
Mm.
I was
Well,
like, all right.
I can't blame them. The hot sauce is really damn good. Like, I mean, I know we keep saying that, but I've tried a lot of people's hot sauce because we're big hot sauce people, me and Andrea. And out of all the homemade hot sauces that we tried, like yours has been probably the best we've had. So it is really good. There's a reason you keep selling out of it at every damn show you go to. But anyway, guys, we're going to get off here. Don't forget, I'll be at Visions this weekend in Rockmart, Georgia, I believe. I'll share out the post again tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We really do appreciate you guys tuning in and enjoying the show. Again, make sure you share out the video so other people can kind of take part in it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Go out, check out your local comic shop, support them for Free Comic Book Day. Go see these artists and creators that are making time to come sit down for you guys. But see you guys next week, and you guys have a great night. Take care, everybody. Thanks again, Dennis.
Yep. Take care, guys. Bye. Thanks for having me. Had a great time. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome, man. Thank you. Have a good one, Dennis.
Yeah, you too. Take care.